I was early getting ready for a dinner date with my family, and my husband and my kids were playing a game, and I decided to put my iPad and my iPhone literally in the windowsill of my bedroom and make this video. And I wanted 1,000 people to share it. I thought I'd put it on Facebook and have my friends view it and share it with their friends. And so my goal was 1,000, and did it, posted it on Facebook, walked out the door and went to dinner, and didn't look back.
Right.
I just didn't think about it. And you know, my rule is you don't get your phone out at dinner. So I kept feeling my purse vibrating, and I felt like, oh my God, is somebody trying to get a hold of me? Is there an emergency? So I took my phone out of my purse, and I was like, why am I mean, Facebook, all these notifications are coming. I was like, this is so weird. So I just opened the first one, and it was a girl I knew, and she said, oh my gosh, your video has 5,000 views. And it was like 25 minutes after I posted it.
Oh my God.
So I was like, what? I mean, something's wrong. And I went and opened it. And of course, by the time I opened it, it was like 7,000 views. And I looked at my husband and I said, okay, this is weird. Like, my video already has like 7,000 views. It was just, I mean, literally growing by the minute. And, you know, we finished dinner, didn't think anything about it. And, you know, went home, put the kids to bed, woke up the next morning, you know, and I rolled over, and once again, my phone, it was like
Blowing up.
I don't know how many notifications I had, but when I woke up, it was at 800,000 views.
Okay, so safe to say it totally exceeded your expectations and has blown your mind, but the message in the video is blowing more minds in the fact that a lot of people they're not familiar with metastatic cancer, and they don't know, and even you yourself, you had to figure out how to pronounce it because it's just not discussed.
Yeah, it isn't discussed. You know, breast cancer has been wrapped in this pretty pink box, pretty pink ribbon. Everything that's pink is breast cancer. And this is the breast cancer we don't talk about. And I'm realizing I still get messages in my Facebook inbox to this day. And I do my best to open every one and read it. And the things I'm reading are, you know, everything from I never knew this cancer existed to, well, I'm a 2.5-year survivor. Should I be going for checkups? It's mind-blowing. You know, even I've gotten, you know, and from all over the world, Germany, France, some of them I can't even read because they're not in English.
Different language.
Yeah, totally different language.
But people just feeding and looking for the knowledge of what you know and what you're going through, looking for those
Absolutely.
answers.
And I've had, you know, family members that have lost other family members saying, wow, I never knew this is what my mom or my aunt or my grandmother died of. Right. And so now they're connecting the dots. So yeah, I mean, that was the point. That was the point, is to unwrap the pretty pink ribbon.
Yes, and expose the truth about what's behind these diagnoses. And you had mentioned in your video, you know, a lot of times people say, well, things will get better. Well, the reality of it is that's not the case. And it is the ugly truth, but it is the truth at that. And that's what you're trying to build the foundation of knowledge and educate people
Absolutely. You know, my video, I say I wasn't there to shame anyone, because I had so many friends say, oh my gosh, I've said those things to you before, and that's fine. That wasn't the point. The point is, my chemo doesn't end. I will not win this battle. You know, this is my life. Don't feel sorry for me. I'm not into pity parties. It's not that. Just know that the reality is there. And, you know, everybody has their struggle. This is mine. But it's also too many other people's. I mean, 108 people die a day of this. And that's a scary reality. That's a very scary reality. And it's not breast cancer that remains in the breast. It's when the breast cancer spreads.
And that is what has occurred. So you said there was 6 months of bliss, but it was the diligence of your doctor, who you credit as your hero.
Absolutely. She's still my hero. I did 3-month checkups. So I had one clean checkup, went for the second time, and she caught something on a blood panel that she just said, I'm not real comfortable with this. You know, let's just do a bone scan. And when we did the bone scan, you know, it came back where areas were white and they lit up. And I know at that time she knew what was going on. I still had no idea.
Right.
I had no idea even up to when she said, you know, the cancer's back. I still thought, oh, okay, well, this is bone cancer. no, that wasn't it. And so she had to go back and teach me what metastatic breast cancer was.
So, okay, so like you said, and right there, I think that it's important to differentiate that it's not bone cancer, it's a mobile cancer that has moved from your breast, which you said, okay, if I have a double mastectomy, then how is breast cancer coming back? Could
Exactly.
you elaborate on that?
Yeah, I thought no breast, no cancer. So, and I had known people that had been what I had been told re-diagnosed, and so I thought, oh, okay, well, the cancer came back. They now have liver cancer. They now have brain cancer. They now have bone cancer. But that's not it. It is one tiny cell that I treated my body very systemically for 6 months with chemo, did radiation, took the breasts off, took every girl part out of me. So you think, okay, I've done everything I can do for prevention wise, and it's just one tiny little cell that attaches somewhere and grows. And so it is metastatic breast cancer. You can have metastatic kidney cancer. Right. Every cancer can be metastatic. Metastatic is the term they use when it is moved from its original location.
Yes, ma'am. And
research is very minimal. But since my video has gone viral, I've become now a research guru. And I've had to do a lot of reading, and I'm understanding the public, they don't give money, they don't back something, they don't support something that they don't understand. Right. So that's where I come in. I'll be the educator. I'll be the face. I want people to know. I have two young children, 6 and 4, and statistics say they won't even reach double digits by the time I'm gone, and that's not okay with me. No. So we have all these brilliant minds and brilliant researchers. They just need the funding there to make this not a terminal disease, but now a chronic disease. I've heard other metastatic patients equate it to, we made AIDS not terminal, now AIDS is chronic. Why can we not do that for metastatic cancer? We have brilliant minds researching it. And I think we're close. We need people to understand this disease so that they'll back it.
Yes, ma'am. So even though you're fully aware and learning more and more every day that this is never going to stop being an uphill battle for you, you do it for various reasons. You just mentioned your 2 sons. Could you talk about how that is the priority every day from here
Absolutely. On out? I don't look at cancer as, yes, it's a struggle, but life's a struggle. Cancer's my why, because it makes me live very intently. It makes me live with deep purpose, and it forces me maybe every now and then to stop yelling at my kids when I'm yelling at them.
But you're still a mom.
I am still a mom. I still lose my cool. But I try to think every day, it's a gift. I get to yell at my kids. I don't have to yell at them. My favorite saying is live the dash. The dash is the one between your birth date and your death date, and live it to your fullest. And I think cancer has forced me into that and has made me realize every single day I should make a memory with my kids that when I'm gone, they will remember me. Not just changing their diapers.
Yeah, of course, any mother's dream and
right.
Hope. Okay, and so from here, the video has taken off and exploded. The education is, hopefully coming along with that as well. What do you hope people take away from what they hear from your first person point of view through the circumstance? What do you want the public to do? Because, we're not all doctors. We can't start doing the research for them, but we can share your message.
Right. I say my biggest hope is that metastatic breast cancer becomes conversation. Talk about it. If you're donating dollars to breast cancer, that's amazing. Ask them, where are the dollars going? I think so many dollars have been raised for breast cancer awareness. Pretty sure we all are aware of breast cancer now.
Correct.
Let's make it about research. I'm not saying let's quit it all about awareness. There are people that need funding for mammograms that can't afford them, but at the same time, let's start moving that needle for research dollars for metastatic breast cancer, so that my girlfriend that's 32 that has a brand new baby, that she can see him live. I got sisters in this that I'm fighting for too. And so I am here to make it a conversation, to put a face to it that is just like every other face. You know, I walk through the grocery store and I think to myself, you know, that person doesn't realize I have cancer. You know, that person doesn't know I have cancer because I don't look it. If I start to lose my hair, that may change.
Yeah.
But I look as normal as any other human being, and so I need people to know that everybody has their struggle, and I'm trying to give mine a voice.